What's up, guys? Ron Harris here. Welcome to this show on Sunday. Today, we're going to talk about a female pro, woman named Mariana Guayara from Colombia, who has competed before, but she's gone viral over the past couple weeks for posting videos of her new look. And her new look is, I'll show you guys, she is letting her beard grow. And when I say beard grow, she is not trans. She is not transitioning to a male. She is a woman. However, a lot of women who use PEDs, they do have facial hair. Most of them will wax it off, use laser hair removal, electrolysis, various methods. And, you know, plenty of women who've never touched gear in their lives are constantly doing the same thing to avoid facial hair. But of course, if you're using male hormones, androgens, steroids, any steroids really can lead to hair growth, facial hair growth for women. And Mariana, instead of going to all that trouble, has decided she's just going to rock the beard and mustache, and she doesn't give a shit. So you might think I made this video as rage bait, and I'm going to sit here and rant and rave about this is an insult to the sport. How dare she do this? Honestly, it doesn't bother me. I really don't care. You know, people are saying, well, it's destroying her image of femininity, and she's competing in women's physique. They're supposed to have a feminine look. I mean, why? I mean, are we judging their facial beauty? I think the only division where facial beauty legitimately has a place in the criteria is fit model, because they're called models, and models are supposed to be, very attractive, beautiful women. So fit model, I get it. But women's physique, now you could say, well, it's called women's physique. So Mariana is let her facial hair grow, so she no longer looks like a woman. Well, I mean, that's a legitimate argument. I mean, like, there's no right or wrong here, guys. Whether you find this offensive or you think it's great, either way, you're not wrong. So I want to show you what Mariana looked like before. This was a couple years back. She has competed before. I believe she made her debut a couple years back in the women's bodybuilding division, which really isn't that different from women's physique. That the lines have become blurred because women's physique started off as a division that was a lot smaller and supposedly softer. The first women's physique Olympia champion had was Dana Lynn Bailey, which Dana was not very big. She wasn't shredded by any means. And she did have a feminine look about her. We also had Juliana Malacarne from Brazil, who won the division a few times after Dana. Juliana, softer, definitely was never shredded to the bone or anything like that, but did have a very feminine look. So this was Mariana before, and I'm sure she could have had a beard at this point. Most women in most divisions, and I mean, or I'm talking even figure, maybe bikini, PEDs are used, steroids are used in every division. Hopefully not fit model yet, but even bikini girls use Anavar. Once you get into what I call the posing divisions, women's physique and women's bodybuilding, I don't think anyone's trying to pretend for 1 minute that steroids are not used. So this is Mariana before. This was a couple years back. She did I think this was in Romania. Not really sure what this is from, but these are older shows. Hey, she has a fantastic physique. I don't want to take anything away from her. She looks great, and that's her. Now she's got the beard in. See, Bodybuilding Total, a web page, an Instagram page, showed this latest update, and this is she did 2022 in bodybuilding, and she was top 5 in her debut. She is now moving to women's physique. She is prepping for a show October 18th through 19th in Mexico City called the Far Labs Mexico Pro Am. See if there are any comments yet from you guys. Anybody there? We got some comments. Okay. Is this real? Yes. Does it have a cock and one ball? No, she is a woman. She's not. That's the confusion I think that most people had in these photos and videos was they assumed that Mariana is transitioning. She is a biological woman. She's not trying to become a man. She's not transitioning. She is simply a woman who uses PEDs like most other women in the Pro League, in the IFBB Pro League, but she has decided to let the beard and mustache continue to grow. She's not trying to get rid of it. And she did clear this up in some posts. She let people know. I'm keeping the beard. I'm keeping the mustache. She likes the way it looks. You know, I don't know if she identifies as non-binary or what. I really have no idea, and I honestly don't care. I mean, it's confusing times, and whatever people want to identify as, whatever you do, you whatever pronouns you want to use, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't affect my life. Doesn't affect your life. And you know, look at the conditioning. This was 2 months out. She gets in a great condition. But yeah, people are going to be upset. So here's a weird thing though, because pulls up and you can see a nipple there. I mean, she doesn't have any breast tissue. She's dieted down. She's lean. She's not all the way dieted down, but she's lean. But she just did show a nipple, and she is a woman, so that's kind of odd. So here's a video she posted of going swimming. You can see tremendous back development. I mean, it's better back than most guys have. And you know, keeping the pecs, the breasts hidden as a woman would, just keeping it under the water there. But we did see that there is no real breast tissue there. But I just want to know if you guys, does it bother you? Do you care? We live in a very different time now. I mean, the older people tend like me, tend to be the ones who are the most offended by things like this, gender fluidity or women not living up to their expectations. But she's really just doing something. I want to hear the voice. Let's hear the voice.
Soy fisicoculturista, soy campeona suramericana y hoy decido cuidar mi piel como cuido mi físico. Empecé a notar que las líneas de expresión en mi rostro se estaban notando muchísimo. En la frente tenía un acordeón y los poros se dilatan un poco más y hacen que mi cara sube en exceso. Y además también empecé a sentir como incomodidad y me sentía muy insegura. Mira,
So that's basically a Botox place she's going to. I don't know how old Mariana is, but you know, nobody wants to look old anymore. So she's going there and getting the little wrinkles, whatever wrinkles she might have, taken care of. But anyway, hell of physique. And you know, I think the confusion with most people is they think this is a trans athlete. They think this is a trans man or a trans woman. It is not. She is a biological woman who simply likes the way she looks with a beard and mustache. So I don't know. I mean, I'm not bothered. I'm just curious. It's real. Yeah, it's real. Women seem to hate this on IG. Yeah, I mean, it triggers a lot of people. That's her and her girlfriend, fiance. I don't know their relationship status. This is a wedding place. I don't know if they're actually preparing for their wedding or this is just kind of an ad for a wedding place. Because it's the translation, everything I speak. I know I speak crappy Spanish. So yeah, this is a wedding, full service wedding place, wedding dresses, all that good stuff. Yeah, I don't know if they got married yet. Let's see what Mariana says. Waiting for the big day. Okay, so yeah, they are getting ready to get married. She's going to wear a traditional men's suit. So yeah, she's not trying to become a man because she is competing in the women's category. I think a lot of women were triggered because they assumed this was a biological male who was trying to do what a lot of other biological males have done, which is compete against women and beat their asses. Like we've seen that done in sports like weightlifting and swimming. But that is not the case. Mariana is a woman. She's let the beard grow and she's got pecs. She doesn't have breasts. She doesn't do the implants. I mean, you could be forgiven for assuming that Mariana is a male. And it's odd because she has no breasts, but she's still modestly covering up the nipples like a woman would. You never see them except for that one nip slip that we just saw. This is a morning routine of an IFBB pro athlete. You can tell that the waist is actually small. You rarely will see a man with a waist that small. So that's one dead giveaway that this is a, what's that, clenbuterol? What was she taking there? You could be the greatest. You can be the best. Yeah, so she lives in Colombia. Good thing I didn't put that music on. I would get a copyright strike. Oh, does she own her own supplement store? I think so.
Tiempo ya entrenando y quisiera empezar a
She owns her own
suplementarme. ¿Qué
supplement
me
store.
recomiendas para empezar?
Mira, te recomiendo la creatina. Es el mejor
Recomiendo
suplemento que
creatina.
hay, ya que tiene muchos estudios científicos en donde es aprobado de que funciona para la creación de masa muscular, la fuerza, la energía, la potencia, y también te ayuda a la recuperación. Esta no lo contienen los alimentos, lo contienen en muy poquitas cantidades. Entonces es mejor consumir los suplementos.
Once.
Y te recomiendo la carne hormonal.
Did not like the way it looked on me. Oof. Back routine, we got that going. Aloha. That's a clean-shaven biological man, as far as I know. I am a biological male, yes. Adrian has biological woman with a beard. Yeah. See, the thing that she pointed out, or a lot of people pointed out, is that most women in women's physique division, and definitely the women in women's bodybuilding, they could easily grow a full beard and mustache if they wanted to, if they let it grow. But they, you know, being women, they know that that's they're going to get penalized and judged harshly for even having, you know, like a 5 o'clock shadow. Sometimes you do see that on the women if they're not careful enough with the electrolysis and the laser hair removal. You do see the 5 o'clock shadow. No, this is real. This is real. Let's cut the shit. That's a man. I mean, when a woman wants to transition to a male, they do that with testosterone, by taking a lot of testosterone. But a lot of women are using testosterone for physique enhancement purposes. This is leg training. You see the legs have a different shape. Women's legs do have a different shape when they're developed in a man. I mean, I would know based on the hips, just different things, the waistline. There are dead giveaways. This is a biological woman. This is not a man. But it's not a man. It's a woman who has taken a bunch of testosterone or taken a lot of PEDs, as women in those divisions do. She's just the only one who's decided to rock the beard and mustache. She's decided, what the hell? I like the way it looks. I'm going to keep it. I'm not going to cater to the expectations of society, of, you know, what we consider masculine or feminine. She obviously doesn't care that she has a very masculine appearance. It is what it is. This is what a sports scene, a circus sideshow. I mean, the bearded lady is real life. Yeah, I mean, but then you could play devil's advocate and say this is a sport that most people think is ridiculous no matter what. Most people have zero respect for the physique sports, especially bodybuilding. Anything where people are up there on stage flexing in little trunks, whether men or women. I mean, most people don't consider it a sport. They consider it more of a pageant. So if you're going to have a pageant with muscles, I mean, is this really that taking it that much further into weird territory? I don't know. I agree. It's odd. It's shocking. I'm disgusted. You can be disgusted. You can feel any way you want. There's no right or wrong, Money Melly Mel. You could be disgusted. You could be applauding. You could think this is great. It's empowering. It's entirely up to you. Whatever opinion you have. Yeah, right. See that basketball dude, Grinder. I'm not familiar with who that is. Grinder. There's a basketball dude. Sideways footage never works, but there's some beautiful footage over there. Beautiful. Colombia's got some amazing wilderness, rainforest. Look at the legs. I mean, most guys don't have legs like that. Yeah. Try to find some better stuff. Gran apertura. Yeah. There you can't really tell. There she's got the balaclava on. She's got the modified AR-15. Yeah. What's that say? I gotta put the translation. Too strong to fit in, too bold to hide. It doesn't make you uncomfortable. It's because you can't with that much presence. I don't think that translated the way she wanted it to. Some things don't translate 100%. They just don't. Yeah, I'm not sure if she owns these stores or if she's just making appearances and they put a banner, but let's see. Located in Fusagua Mall, Manila. Manila? Does that mean the Philippines? Or is there a Manila in Colombia? I am not up on my... Okay, so this was when she was getting rid of the facial hair. How old is this? I don't know. So many sacrifices, so much discipline. Some 24 hours. Yeah, so this was before she made her bodybuilding debut a few years back. From what I understand from AJ Kellett, she's biologically female, doesn't shave in off season. Yeah, I think she made it clear she's not going to bother to shave for the contest. Dorian Hammer says, "What the hell? Grotesque." It's a fact that taking exogenous hormones can androgen. Oh, 100%. I mean, that's everybody who follows the sport and the women's sports knows that a lot of times they will get hair on places they didn't want, like face, chest hair, back hair, like a dude, like a guy, and they start losing their hair. They start getting the recession of the hairline. She actually still got pretty good hairline there. Doesn't really bother me, to be honest. It doesn't look like a woman whatsoever. Even the shoulder structure looks 100% man, because she already did the test. I mean, I don't know how much in terms of grams, milligrams that these women's physique and women's bodybuilders use, but it's got to be substantial. If she's representing herself as a man, then why can't she compete? Well, she's not. She's not representing herself as a man. She's just growing the beard and mustache, which it does blur that line into androgynous zone. Are we looking at a man, a woman, something that's neither, something in between? I know. I'm not an expert in these. She definitely overdid the test. I mean, she's got a hell of a physique. She won't lose points for beard after shave, but she will for big jawline. No, I've seen plenty of jawlines that are worse than that. This was a cartoon somebody made of her, like an anime version of her. Let's hear the voice again.
Del Cauca. Soy Mariana Guayara, la pro del Cauca.
I've even heard deeper voices. That's not even near the deepest voice I've ever
Te
heard.
invitamos a inscribirte en nuestra tarima en cultura. Puedes escribirnos al interno o al WhatsApp que aparece en pantalla. Esto es Ciudad Blanca, Exportable. Eres deportista y te...
It's weird. She was inviting you to a tattoo expo. She's only got like one little tattoo. She's hanging with some friends or family, it says. I got to make sure I don't put the music on, because then I can get a copyright strike. Yeah. Any more comments? So, any more comments, guys? Yeah. Can you make a video with Duck T about BPH and TRT management? Well, if you go on to the last video that we did, which was posted last Sunday, just please put it put your questions in the comment section. That's where we gather. So we don't usually do videos about one particular subject, usually. But give me some specific questions. Put them in the comment section of the last Dr. T video, and we will get to those the next time we do an Ask Dr. T. For crying out loud, another fruitcake. Brain chemistry is a little off. Test or no test. It needs flogging. Flogging, that sounds violent. I would never advocate violence toward anybody just because of their appearance or sexual preference or gender identities. De regreso a la más grande de Colombia means Colombia's biggest is back. Definitely be a great version. Yeah, she's trying to qualify for the 2025 Olympia. But that's odd, because the contest she's competing in, I think, is the same weekend, or it's the weekend after the Olympia. I'm really not sure there what was going on. So yeah, look at that back. How many of you guys have a back looking like that? Man. Yeah, photo shoots. Yeah, I mean the shoulders, you can tell. The clavicles aren't that wide. She's put on some good mass on top of the shoulder joints, but she doesn't have really wide clavicles like, not all guys do either. But that would be one thing that a biological male would have a huge advantage in physique competition over women, would be the clavicle width. All right, so this was her posing as a bodybuilder a couple of years ago. I hope it doesn't stay dark like this. I think it is. It's going to stay dark. That was the lighting. That's the lighting we had to deal with. Yeah. She wore men's clothes. She's a female fiance. That's why I say I don't know. Well, I mean, it's. I don't even know if you can define these things anymore, or if you're supposed to. She's, as far as I know, still identifies as a woman, as a female. Hasn't had any bottom surgery to give herself like a penis. They can make you a penis out of your vagina, apparently. It's like they can make a vagina out of your penis if you really want. So I don't think she's doing any of those things. For topics, feel free to invite me anytime. Oh, what's up, Austria? For other topics, what's up, Leo? Happy Sunday. She does have a great midsection. She's got a great physique overall, I think. How can we really tell if they have wide or short clavicles? Oh, clavicle width is pretty easy. I mean, you can look how far apart your bones are, your shoulder bones. Like some people have these really wide, like Jay Cutler is an example, Marcus Rule, Kevin Leverone. These guys had real wide clavicle bones. So before they even added an ounce of muscle to their shoulders, they already had wide shoulder span. That's the bones, how far apart are the bones. And then if you have wide clavicles and then you add more and more shoulder width on top of that, you got some monster shoulders. Like Joe Palacios, the guy I just did an interview with that went up yesterday. Joe Palacios, Blackstone Labs athlete who just took second at the Texas Pro, third at the Tampa Pro. He has some crazy shoulders. I mean, both the clavicle width and the deltoid mass on top of those, just astonishing. She actually does have some really good shoulders, really good. Yeah, so I didn't do this video to knock Mariana or make fun of her or anything like that. I just wanted to get some opinions because I'm assuming there's going to be some mixed reactions. Some of you are going to find it offensive and disgusted by it, and some of you are like, you know what, you do you, girl, whatever you want. If you want to grow your beard and your mustache, which now she does, yeah, it's all good. And I think I actually did. I think I did have her quote on my page to show that I translated it. But let me find that where she said she was cool with that. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, all right. So let me show you what she posted on Facebook. So she said, if you're a bodybuilder, you know that women who use pharmacology grow their beard, but they take it off. I like it and leave it. And I will compete like this. You dislike me, dear. And then a little kissy emoji. So she's definitely keeping it. And if you don't like it, too bad. This one this is all, 100%, 100% Leo. I mean, people are going to say, oh, she overdid the androgens, but I promise you, any woman competing in women's physique or women's bodybuilding could grow a beard and mustache if they let it grow. If they didn't shave it, or I think most of them spend a lot of money doing electrolysis and laser hair removal to try to get rid of it, but it comes back. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of money. I mean, any of you guys who have a girlfriend or wife who's ethnic. What does that mean? Greeks, Italians, Latinas. There's a lot of different ethnicities that the women are susceptible to grow some facial hair, but of course they take care of it. They pluck the hairs out, or they use depilatory creams or laser hair removal or electrolysis. But a lot of women who have never seen a steroid in their life still have issues with facial hair, and women that do use steroids, I mean, it's going to happen. Yeah, let's make that bigger. Back to the Instagram. Share this instead. Yeah. So yeah, Mariana. Go back to the old videos, the posing videos. Yeah, she's comfortable with this, and if you don't like it, oh well. That's too bad for you. It's a guy almost so ugly, disgusts me. Women look like a guy. Women's body is nothing for me when they all look like dudes. Well, women's bodybuilding and women's physique divisions are both having a lot of problems getting competitors lately. We saw this at the USA last month, where the numbers were down so much that more than, I think there was in women's physique, out of 4 categories, they only had 12 women total, and 7 out of the 12 walked away from the USA with pro cards. Women's bodybuilding wasn't much better. It was a very low turnout, and something like half of them that showed up got pro cards. Those divisions they're slowly going away. I mean, women's bodybuilding was gone from, we didn't have a Ms. Olympia for like 4 or 5 years. It was gone. Jake Wood brought it back in 2020, but it had been gone for 5 or 6 years prior to that. There was just no interest in it. They couldn't get the sponsors. They couldn't make it financially viable. And, this is very different from the old days. I used to go to the Ms. Olympia when it was a standalone event. You would go, I remember going to Michigan one year, Illinois. I went to Chicago one year for it, one of the years that Linda won. But back in those days, in the 80s and the 90s, the Ms. Olympia would be held totally separate and apart, different month, different city from the Mr. Olympia, and it used to sell out. The first Ms. Olympia I went to was in 1991. It was in Los Angeles at the Shriners Auditorium, where they've had the Academy Awards a few times. It was a battle between Bev Francis and Linda Murray, and it was packed. I think that place sat like 4,000 or 5,000 people. It was sold out. Plenty of vendors. They had a little expo in the lobby with like 50 or 60 booths, tables, and it used to sell out. Women's bodybuilding used to be pretty popular, but over the years, it's lost a lot of popularity. It's just lost a lot of appeal, and they say it's because it's not promoted well enough. But you can't really make people interested in something that they're not interested in. So women's bodybuilding, without Jake Wood keeping it alive and putting money into it, and bringing back the Ms. Olympia and putting on his Wings of Strength show, I think women's bodybuilding would have been gone for good. We would have never had it come back. Bikini division can grow beards too. Well, bikini girls, they do use steroids in smaller amounts. They'll use things like Anavar, the pills, oral Anavar. They'll use injectable Primobolan, injectable Deca. So a lot of them, I bet if they could certainly grow some stubble. I don't know about a full beard, but as the levels of androgen use gets higher, as physiques get bigger, I've seen figure women that could definitely, you could see from the face that they could grow a beard. I mean, you could see the stubble underneath the makeup. Will she get marked down for her facial hair? Will she, or does she? I don't know, but do you think she does? I honestly, I don't know. I don't think she deserves to be marked down. I mean, there's nothing in the handbook or rule book, as far as I know, that says they have to show a feminine appearance. I mean, this is a sport. The men aren't judged on their facial, how handsome they are. Why do the women have to worry about it? I mean, there have been some beautiful women competing in women's physique and women's bodybuilding, and there have been some women that they weren't beautiful, but it's supposed to be all about the physique. They do try to glam it up with the hair and the makeup and the earrings and bracelets and rings and stuff. They do a lot of them try to look really, really glamorous and feminine. And some of them really don't. Some of them don't care. I mean, it's a personal choice. Only Steve Weinberger can answer that. Yeah, I mean, I have no idea. I guess I should ask a judge. It will only get marked down if it's a Tolstoy length beard. I mean, it's a nice trim beard. It's well kept. Oh, what's up, Randy? Personally, not my cup of tea. This is Randy. She's a women's physique national level competitor. She puts in the work. Judges will make the call. Yeah, I mean, if you're looking at her physique, this woman, Mariana has a fantastic physique. You can't say anything bad about the physique. She's definitely put the work in. She looks phenomenal. Most people knocking her don't look anything like this. El caso más extremo de la mujer culturista. I got to go to the translation. Bodybuilding is extreme. No limits, no fear of what they will say, no fear of success. It's for people who are determined, passionate about this discipline. Join me to watch my evolution on the road to Mr. Olympia. Hugs and kisses. Yeah, the weird thing about that is the show that she supposedly is getting ready for, October 18th and 19th. I mean, the Olympia is the weekend before that. So I don't know how she plans to get to the 25 Olympia unless she's competing before that. From what I was seeing, she's trying to get to the 2025 Olympia. So she should be competing no later than September, because they stop qualifying people for the Olympia in September. Like for the men, the last chance for men to qualify for the Olympia is the Europa Pro in Germany on September 14th. There's a show the next weekend in France on September 27th, but that is a qualifier for the 2026 Olympia. So I'm really not sure what her game plan is. Looks like a filter run. It's not a filter, Peter. It's 100% real. She's got a lot of posts on her page. Her page is called Mariana with 2 N's, Mariana Women's _ Physique. She's from Colombia. And this is not a joke. It's not a trans. This is not a biological male. It's a biological woman. When a biological man who can't grow beards react to this. Well, I can grow a beard, but it looks awful. When my beard grows in, it grows in 3 different colors. It grows in brown, red, and blonde. It looks horrific. And now I saw, if I don't shave for a few days, I could see there's a lot of white hairs too. I mean, I'm almost 56. What do you expect? But yeah, this is not a transformer though. That's the thing that I think is confusing a lot of people is Mariana is not trying to become a man. She is a woman, and she's rocking a beard and a mustache, and she likes the way it looks. She's happy with it. As she said in her Facebook post, she likes it, and she's going to compete. She's going to compete with that. This was before the beard and the mustache. Yeah. But it's shocking. I know it's triggers a lot of people. A lot of people are going to feel a certain way about this, and they're going to be upset. And other people are going to be like, do whatever you want, girl. I mean, it's personal choice. It's 2025. It's like anything goes these days. You can have your opinion on it, but people are going to do what they want to do regardless. Yeah, I mean, she likes the way he looks with the beard. Who am I to say? It's a good looking girl. I'm not laughing at her, guys. I'm not. And she's in a relationship. She's got a beautiful fiance here, as you can see. And Colombia's got a lot of beautiful women, obviously. I think we know that. It's them together. Yeah. She dresses up men's clothing, snapback cap, and so on. I don't know. Just might be attention seek for extra Insta fame. She's not doing too well. I mean, she doesn't have that many more followers than me. It's like 33,000 or something. 33.7. Yeah, more than me, but not much more. I mean, she should have a lot more followers, I think. So I'll just leave this up. This was a couple of years back before when she was presenting more as a female. The shoulder now it's doing great. It's 8 weeks. It'll be 8 weeks this Wednesday. My range of motion is coming back. So this is the quote unquote good arm. This is the bad arm. It's getting a little better every day. But thank you. Greatest point happening lately. Come on, that is a man transection. It's not though, Nelson. It's not. So this was her a couple of years ago before she just let the beard grow. And that's really all that changed. She didn't have breast implants before. She doesn't have them now. You could see when there was that other shot where she was pulling up the shirt to show the abs. She has pecs. She doesn't have any breast tissue. She walked around without a shirt. I don't think anybody would suspect it was a female. She's a female. Won't go over well, no beauty. Yeah, I'm curious to see what'll happen. I mean, when she competes, she's never competed with the beard before. She was doing what was expected of her before and taking all the facial hair off prior to this, as you can see. And now she's decided to go with the natural look. I mean, that was Romania. She did the Romania Muscle Fest. Natural look in the sense meaning not that she's natural. She's not natural. She's using PEDs, obviously. But rather than try to shave it or get rid of all the facial hair like she used to, she's decided, nope. She actually likes the way it looks, the facial hair, and she's rocking it. She's rocking it. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, that was just a quick one. Just want to get you guys a take on it, your opinions. Curious to see how many of you would be offended and how many of you would be approving. Because, like I said, there's no right or wrong here. You're entitled to feel any way you want about this, any way that you do feel. You can't, nobody can make you feel a certain way. It's how you express those feelings, whether it's respectfully or with anger, or wonder what her look will be when she gets off the test androgens. Well, I've known women who went off the androgens and they still struggled with things like facial hair and their hairline had receded. Some of these things are irreversible. I don't know if the facial hair is going to be an ongoing issue later in life. You gross. I don't know what to say. Yeah, you're not saying anything, God frogs. I'm you know, if I saw any comments here that were really disrespectful, I would say, come on, guys, give her a break. You know, you don't have to approve of it. You don't have to be a fan of what she's doing here. I do respect the grind and the work, because that is a hell of a physique. It's a better physique than I was ever able to build. And most of you guys, I'm sure, never had a physique like this. She looks fantastic. She's a pro. And, you know, I wish her well. I'm curious to see what happens. She has made it clear that she's going to compete with the beard. And I don't know if it's going to affect her placings or not. I mean, I honestly don't know whether it should. I don't know. It's from all the juice. Yeah. I mean, that's yeah. I mean, we know that women who want to transition to men are given testosterone, and they will grow beards. I mean, if you know Chaz Bono, I'm sorry, who was born a female. He is the daughter of Cher the singer, the famous pop star. Chaz was named Chastity. She was born a female, transitioned by taking a lot of androgens, testosterone, and now has a very full beard and mustache. She's got a great physique. I mean, way better arms than I ever had. I think she should shave it off. I'm not a fan. Yeah, you don't have to be. You don't have to be. Should she shave it off? Well, she's made it clear that she's not going to shave it off. So we'll see the reaction she gets on stage. She better update her passport. No, because I mean, yeah, they might look at the picture and say, hey, that's not you. But, you know, maybe they'll do a thumbprint or something to prove it's her. Yeah, I assume her passport picture is without the beard. She's growing a better beard than most. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of guys can't really grow a beard. They grow a wispy, patchy kind of beard. She's got a nice full beard there. It's very evenly. She's top in a men's class physique. She would get away with it. I don't think she's got the mass for men's class physique. Those guys they tend to be bigger. You could tell, I mean, those of you who really know anatomy, you could tell by how narrow the waist is. There's a lot of dead giveaways that this is a female. Even if you saw the beard and you thought it was a guy trying to pass as a female, you would know the size of the waist and the ratio of the waist to the hips. Just there are some giveaways here. There's some tells. But yeah, I mean, I didn't put this up as rage bait or to make fun of her. I really did not. I have no problems with this. If she wants to go on stage with that beard and mustache, that's up to the judges if they decide it's something that they're going to penalize her or mark her down for. It's a physique contest, so I don't think it should matter. It's like the men aren't judged on their, you know, how handsome they are or how cool their hair is or anything like that. I don't think the women should have to worry so much about it. It's not a beauty pageant. I mean, like I said, fit model, that's a division where they're called models. So she looks like Ramondino. Well, that's Brazil. This is Colombia. But I see what you're saying. Yeah, it's kind of similar beard that Ramondino has sometimes. She's looking like still that many confusing it was. Yeah. Let's be honest here. Well, is this Brazil? It's Colombia. What is the water down there? They have fitness female male. Yeah. So Brazil has men's wellness. That is not an IFBB or NPC worldwide division. Those shows were being held independent organizations. But Brazil was the first to debut men's wellness last year, and there was a lot of controversy over that. I did a whole video about that, and people were losing their minds. But yeah, there are a lot of men who want to explore their femininity, I guess, or their feminine side. And Mariana here is very comfortable with more of what we would consider a masculine look. This is how she likes to present herself, and yeah. God bless her. Takes all kinds, right? So anyway, guys, I'm gonna take off. I'm gonna stop sharing. So that was it. Appreciate you guys watching. Hope you're having a great Sunday. I don't think the show's ever been judged by official appearance. No, I mean, there's been some ugly guys who've won bodybuilding shows, guys. Let's be real. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great Sunday, and I'll be back. Enough internet from me. I'll be back with some more interviews and so on as the week goes on. Peace out. Thanks for watching. Later, guys.